Hello, Bears fans, and welcome to another edition of Brown Bears Freshman Chatter. My name is Scott Cordischi. Glad you could join us. Today, we get to meet the Brown men's soccer freshman class, the class of 2024. And first up, he's a midfielder from Norwich, Vermont, Charlie Adams. Charlie, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Well, thanks for joining us, Charlie. A defender from Olney, Maryland, Noah Atanda. Noah, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Thanks for joining us, Noah. A midfielder from Tar Heel Country, Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Tanner Barry. Hey, Tanner.
Hey, how are you?
Doing great. Thanks for joining us. A defender from Madison, Wisconsin, Kian Carlson. Kian, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Thanks for joining us. A midfielder from Wellesley, Massachusetts, just up the road here from Providence, Jake Clarity. Jake, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, Jake. Thanks for joining us tonight. A midfielder from Redmond, Washington, Kojo Dadzi. Kojo, how are you?
Doing well as well. Thank you.
I don't like the Dartmouth flag in the background. We got to do something about that.
No, I'm covering it. It's my dad's.
I'm just kidding. I'm just playing with you. A midfielder from right here in Providence, Rhode Island, Will Hassett. Will, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Good, Will. Thank you for being with us. A defender from Maynard, Massachusetts, Taha Kina. Taha, how are you?
Doing good, thanks.
Thanks for joining us. A midfielder from Los Angeles, California, Levi Pilar. Levi, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Thank you for being with us, Levi. And a forward from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, Evan Poznansky. Evan, how are you?
I'm doing just fine.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Appreciate it. This is an opportunity for all Brown soccer fans to get to know a little bit more about the incoming freshman class. And, Charlie, I'll go back up to the top to you. You're a kid from Norwich, Vermont, here in New England. And I understand it says in your bio, you played 2 years in South Africa. Is that correct?
Yeah, so I lived in Cape Town, South Africa for my 5th and 6th grade years. And for my 6th grade year, I played for the Ajax youth team down there, which was an awesome experience.
Is that kind of where your love for soccer began, or did it start at an earlier age?
It started a little bit earlier in like 1st and 2nd grade. It was kind of between soccer and basketball. But then when I went down to South Africa, I kind of realized that soccer is what I wanted to do. So being down there was awesome. All those players were so good. So it was super fun.
Well, I can imagine. Soccer is, that's larger than life there. Noah, same question to you, or a similar question, I should say. You had a chance to play, if I'm not mistaken, in Argentina for U.S. Soccer under 15. Is that right?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
And what was that whole experience like?
It was a very good experience. I got to play with some great players, such as Gio Reyna. He was there. He's with Dortmund's first team now, and we got to play against Uruguay's national team, and that was a great game, and nice facilities down there as well.
Well, speaking of facilities, I want to talk about the new Center for Lacrosse and Soccer at Brown in just a moment. But before we do that, Tanner, I'll move next to you. You are a 3-time Northern Ireland Super Cup participant. Explain to us what that was all about.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate to be able to go to Northern Ireland for 3 years to play in a really prestigious tournament over there. And it's been really exciting. We played really good teams. One of them, we beat Celtic in a final over there. So it's just been a great experience to be able to play great teams and learn the European style of football.
Kian, I looked at your bio and it says, among other things, hobbies, video games and board games. I want to know which ones. First of all, Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation.
PlayStation? All right.
Yeah.
Tell me what video games and what board games you're into.
Same soccer nature, right? I play a lot of FIFA, and my brother gets into it too. So a lot of sibling rivalry. We play more than I'd like to admit. In the basement.
How about board games? What kind of board games you playing?
My family is competitive as any. We'll play any board game that we can find in the house that we can have, the champion for the night.
Hey, see that brown flag behind you? Can you mail that to Kojo so he can put it up in his? Let's go next to Jake. Jake from Wellesley, Massachusetts. Jake, you were a 2-time captain at Roxbury Latin, were you not?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's that shows a little bit about your leadership and obviously what your teammates and coaches thought of you. Coming to Brown, not a big trip for you from Wellesley, Massachusetts. How did you get to know Brown University and Brown soccer?
Well, it all sort of started for me in December 2018 when I was down playing at the Disney Showcase in Florida. That's when they first reached out to me, and I had always known about the Ivy League program, and having both the sides of academics and having a great history in the Ivy League as a soccer team, it was a automatic top choice for me.
Kojo, you are from Redmond, Washington, right? All the way across the country, long way from home here in Providence, Rhode Island. What turned you on to Brown University?
It's the combination of school and soccer as well, and I really liked everything when I came out here. Players and coaches, it's a lot of stuff, but overall, just thought it was a great fit for me.
I know I've been teasing you about the Dartmouth Flag, another great Ivy League school. You said your dad went to Dartmouth?
Yeah, my dad went to Dartmouth, class of '95.
Was he a student athlete there as well?
He was for his first bit, and then he quit because he was double majoring, so just focused on school. But yeah.
Now, Redmond is not too far from Seattle, is it not?
Yeah, it's like a 20-minute drive.
So the good news is you're going to see the sun a lot more here in Providence than you do out where you live.
Hopefully.
Will, you're from right here in Providence, Rhode Island, just across the street from our campus at Moses Brown. How did you wind up here at Brown? And obviously, like I said, a real short trip for you. Walk across Lloyd Avenue, and here you are.
So I moved here from Texas in 8th grade. And ever since then, it's just been really nice to live here. I'm a big fan of the restaurants on Thayer Street, so it's going to be nice to stick around with the food here.
All right, these guys haven't got to experience the whole Thayer experience. What's your favorite spot on Thayer?
Definitely Bajas.
Okay, there you go. Good pick. Taha, you are from Maynard, Massachusetts. Again, not too far away. And you played at Concord Academy, is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
And you helped lead them to some firsts, right? A NEPSAC title, an Eastern League individual title, and in fact, you were Player of the Year in the NEPSAC and the EIP Player of the Year as well.
Yeah. It was a lot of firsts this year and throughout my career, and it was great to lead that team. Great group of guys. The school not really known for its sports, but it was good to win some titles with them.
And I would imagine you had other schools besides Brown recruiting you. What made this place the right fit for you?
Well, when I set my sights on a school, I was always looking for a very academic school. And Brown, just when I visited, it had everything that I could ever want in a school. So when I visited, it was pretty obvious that this is where I wanted to come.
Levi, you'll be coming cross country like Kojo as well from Los Angeles, California. And I understand that soccer is not your only sport, right? You're a pretty good tennis player.
Yeah, I used to play a little bit of tennis.
Yeah, just you being modest, or are you better than that?
I used to play a couple other sports out here. We can play any sport really whenever we want. So.
And how did you wind up at Brown? What were your choices coming out of high school? And again, what made Brown University the right spot for you?
Well, kind of like what everybody always said. It's just the best academics you can get, and to be competitive at sports as well is just a bonus. And I always wanted to kind of get out of California. And so when I was looking on the East Coast, it just had everything I wanted when I stepped on campus.
Evan, you played, you're from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, and you led your high school to a #1 ranking in the USA Today in the national rankings, both in 2017 and 2018. What's that like, playing for the best high school soccer program, as it turns out, at least in the national rankings in the country?
Yeah, it was awesome. Not losing a game for the first 2 years of your high school career, I don't really know how you can really have a better start to your career like that. And then, winning a 3rd state championship with the team was really special. And then obviously my senior season getting cut short was a bit disappointing. I wanted to get 4 rings, but I loved it down here. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And Evan, if I'm not mistaken, you're from a family of college soccer players. In fact, your family has been a part of 4 national championships and 3 runner-up finishes. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. My dad played at University of South Carolina, and he went to a national championship. And then I got cousins who played at IU Bloomington and some who went to SLU. And yeah, soccer is a big part of my family.
Charlie, one of the big draws to Brown for student athletes and students in general has always been the open curriculum. Is that something that was attractive to you? Is that something that was high on the list, or was that just somewhere on the list and soccer and all that goes with it was a little bit higher on the list?
Yeah, no, that definitely played a big part. I mean, I'm someone who going into college, I don't know 100% what I want my field of study to be. And so being able to kind of experiment with the open curriculum and see what kind of classes interest me, what kind of stuff that I want to end up doing that was a big draw for me. So to be able to kind of experiment drew me in a lot. So that was definitely part of the decision.
Yeah, that IB education's a big draw. Noah, do you know what you want to concentrate in here at Brown, or are you coming here undecided at the moment?
At the moment, I'm thinking computer science, and the one class that freshmen are allowed to take, I'm taking a computer science class, and so far I like it. So that really seems like what I want to do.
Tanner, I understand you're from a family of athletes as well. Your dad and your two sisters were all college athletes?
Yes, sir. My dad was a gymnast at Cal, and both my sisters played field hockey. One's currently at Northwestern right now, and the other played field hockey at Stanford.
Very good. And do you know what you want to concentrate in here at Brown?
I'm thinking of concentrating in economics, but I'm really looking forward to exploring the open curriculum there.
And what did you take? Did you take your one class? I know freshmen, you guys weren't allowed to be on campus for the first trimester, so you were allowed to take one class online, or I assume you're still taking it right now. What is that one class?
I'm taking Principles of Economics.
Okay. Kian, how about you? Have you given thought to what you want to major in here at Brown?
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten really interested into data science in the last several months here, and it's kind of a new field, and and so I think the open curriculum is perfect for kind of picking bits and pieces of all the different fields that data science draws from, and being able to kind of create my own concentration out of it.
Jake, how much, if at all, do you know about the alumni network at a school like Brown, right? I think when you go to an Ivy League school, one of the great draws is the power of the alumni network. There's so many people out there in the real world that are just so successful in all walks of life. And really, that's how people get started coming out of Ivy League schools. They network with fellow graduates that may have played soccer at Brown like you'll be doing for the next 4 years. Is that something that factored into your decision-making?
Not too much. I definitely didn't know that much about the alumni network going into the whole decision-making process. But obviously, like you said, it's a huge part of Brown and something I'm excited to learn more about as we go through our experience.
What class are you taking this semester?
I'm taking a comparative literature course on the Odyssey. It's sort of half a film class and also half like English.
And do you know what you want to concentrate in?
No, definitely going in undecided.
Kojo, how about you? Have you thought about a concentration here? Oh, we got you muted.
I've been mostly thinking about engineering. I'm not exactly sure what kind yet. I would say I'm undecided on that, but that's most of the stuff that I like to do. So somewhere in there.
What's the one class you've been taking this trimester?
I've just been taking Math 100 or Calc 2. I took it in high school, but just like reviewing and like getting used to the college pace. So, yeah.
Will, how about you? Concentration, and what class are you taking?
I'm pretty undecided going in for concentration, but I'm taking a intro linguistics course at the moment. And that's been really interesting.
Taha, have you decided on a concentration?
No, I'm not fully decided, but I'm thinking economics and English. Yeah.
What class are you taking this trimester, and how's it been going?
Right now I'm taking first year Arabic, and it's been pretty good so far. Yeah, I'm learning a lot.
Good. Levi, how about you? What have you been taking this trimester? And I'm just curious, with all you guys, I mean, the way your high school careers came to an end, right? The pandemic affected your senior year in high school. Now here it is affecting your freshman year in college. You've probably been remote learning for a while now, haven't you? Going back to the spring.
Yeah, I think I've been remote learning since probably last February or something, so I've gotten pretty used to it.
And what class are you taking?
I'm taking a class about the border between the Mexico and the U.S. and taught in Spanish.
Okay. And what are you going to concentrate in at Brown? Or are you undecided?
I'm pretty undecided right now. Maybe something about the environment, but I'm not pretty sure yet.
Okay. Evan, how about you? Same question. What class are you taking this trimester and what would you like to concentrate in here?
I'm currently taking logic, and I plan to concentrate in BEO, which is going to be a lot of fun, I think. So,
All right. Show of hands. How many have visited campus already? So all of you. Okay. How many of you have had a chance to see in person the new Center for Lacrosse and Soccer? So you guys came before it opened last spring. So I'm sure you've seen some pictures online. Kian, I'll go to you. I mean, is this something you're excited to see? I mean, this is a beautiful new home for our men's and women's soccer programs and our men's and women's lacrosse programs.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when I got the chance to come to campus in October, all the coaches and all the players that I talked to were all like very up about it, and we're very excited for it. I mean, it was not quite finished, but seeing pictures and everything, like you said, I mean, it looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that's gone on here over the last, I would say, 10 to 15 years, there's been a major upgrade of athletic facilities, right? And yours is the latest, fortunately for you guys. But there's a Coney weight room where you guys will be spending some time when you get here. Lifting weights is one of the nicest weight rooms you'll see in all of Division I college athletics, and you'll get to experience that. The Nelson Fitness Center, and it just goes on and on and on. So, I mean, that's great for you guys. I'm really happy for you, and like I said, you're really going to like your new digs, your new locker room, and where you guys play. Kojo, just a question for you. Have you had a chance to talk to Coach Laughlin at all about what's going to happen when you guys arrive on campus? You're scheduled to be here after winter break in January, right?
Yeah, we don't know too much. I'm not even sure if we're having a season yet or not. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to have like socially distanced practice and stuff like that. And yeah, that's about all I know though.
Yeah, some of your teammates are doing that right now, right? The people that are here, they're having, small group workouts in the weight room on, Stevenson, Vincent's Field, stuff like that. I'm sure this has been difficult for you guys, right? Trying to stay in shape. I mean, I don't know what you're doing. You're probably running, trying to do like maybe body resistance exercises, unless any of you guys have like a bench and weights at home. But, a lot of gyms are closed too. So anybody want to tackle that one? What have you guys been doing to just kind of, I guess, keep your not just your body but your mind healthy?
I mean, I can jump in on that one. Fortunately enough for me, Derek Walliff, also on the team, is from my same high school, and so he stayed for the fall, and so I've been practicing and catching up with him several times a week, trying to keep playing and keep doing all the stuff that we need to do to prepare for the season.
So you guys have all been here to campus. Have you had a chance to see like the whole campus? You've been to the main green. I mean, you've been to Thayer Street, places like that. Yeah. I mean, Evan, what was your first impression when you visited campus?
I definitely, it felt like home, like right away. I'd been on some trips before, and I don't know, there's just something about it that I was really attracted to, being able to walk everywhere on campus and, having a great guy like Crane take me in and, kind of show me what Brown's all about. It definitely influenced my decision.
Levi, you're probably, used to that nice Los Angeles weather. You ever been through a New England winter before?
I have not, no.
Bring your snow boots and snow jacket. You know what I mean? Your winter jacket. Although I'll be honest with you, we've had some mild winters as of late, but about 4 or 5 years ago, we got hit with snowstorm after snowstorm. But generally speaking, in Rhode Island, we have milder winters just because of the ocean influence, but not quite as mild as Los Angeles. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, probably.
So what are your plans? Taha, I'll talk to you. So what are your plans here for the remainder of the semester? You guys, obviously there's no exams, right? I mean, you'll take an exam in the one class you're taking, but then it's winter break and then hopefully here in Providence at the end of January or middle of January.
Yeah, so that's the plan as of now. Hopefully finish up in the first week of December and then just start preparing, packing, and hopefully have a good holiday with my family.
You
And
know,
then hopefully get on campus early January.
being a local guy, I mean, did you get to any Brown soccer games last fall?
Yeah, I did. I went to the game against San Diego State with a few of the other guys. That was like our official visit weekend.
Yeah. Well, guys, look, it's great to catch up with you, and it was really great to get to know a little bit about you guys. Thank you for joining us and doing this, and also we really look forward to seeing you guys on campus in January. Hopefully you guys will be able to play soccer this year. We don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, will they play fall sports in the spring or anything like that? That decision will be made sometime soon, I'm sure. But it'll be nice to have you guys on campus and really get that college feel and that college experience that you all deserve. Thanks for joining me tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. It's the Brown men's soccer class of 2024 with us here on Freshman Chatter.